Jim Smead Arena. We're between games in the Crawford's Pharmacy pregame portion of our program here. I hope you heard the senior festivities for the Bears, Bearettes, and for the cheerleaders. Then our interview with the Bearettes. We had the cheerleaders on the halftime of the girls, and always enjoyed talking to all these young ladies and men that represent Bradley Central High School in a great, great way. The thing that impressed me in the introduction of the girls, and I wasn't paying a whole lot of attention to when the boys out there, I was busy doing other things, that the grade point averages are pretty doggone high. Branson Bear with a 4.0. We'll talk to the senior Bears after their game today, and he is going to play at Bryan College. We've got several players over there at Bryan through the years. A good school across the river in Dayton, and we wish him the best over there. We'll talk to all those guys. Right now we're looking at the Bears and the Panthers, and they've actually played earlier this year. Bradley won down there 61-43, a 18-point win at Brainerd High School in a place which is really hard to play. But this is not the Brainerd High School team under Robert High. He had all those powerhouse teams back with Deshaunby High and Black, can't think of his first name, back in the days when Coach Rowan was coaching here. And we saw some tremendous games between those guys there. But they are now a 2A school rather than a 3A school. Bears, of course, up in the larger classification now, 4A. So things have changed throughout the years. Bradley comes in today with a record of 15-10 after the big win, 51-48 over Cleveland High School Thursday night in the Raider Arena, which improved their district record in 5-4A to 7-5. Bears are fifth in the district standings for the postseason, and they will be playing next Friday night. And they'll play at 7:30. We know when they'll play, we know what time they'll play, but we do not know the opponent because that all depends on the outcome of the game tonight between Walker Valley as they go to McMinn County to make up a game that was delayed and postponed due to the inclement weather earlier in the season, back about 3 weeks ago, I guess it was, early or in the middle of January. So the winner tonight, if McMinn wins that game, they're the outright champs of the district, and they'll be the number 1 seed. Howard will be number 2, Walker number 3, Bradley 4, and Cleveland 5. That's how it will be. Because Bradley swept Cleveland. They'll both be 7-5 in the district, but Bradley swept Cleveland in the regular season. So therefore, the Bears get the 4 seed and Cleveland 5. Doesn't really matter because 4 plays 5 in the tournament. It doesn't matter if you're 4 or 5. If McMinn County should lose to Walker tonight, Howard is the champion because they've 3 losses. McMinn with 3, but McMinn was swept by Howard, so they'll be the champs of the regular season, number 1 seed in the tournament. McMinn drops to number 3. Walker is McMinn drops, Walker's number 3, and it'll be, Walker's number 4. Let me get it right here. Walker drops to 4. Bears will play Walker if they lose tonight. That's how it'll be. If they lose tonight, the Bears will play Walker in the first round Friday. If Walker Valley wins, then Brad will play Cleveland. That's how it stacks up. Let's take another 2-minute break. Getting ready for the lineup introduction here. We'll be back in 2 minutes on Buzz 101.3. Back in 2. Back at Bradley Central, we're getting ready for the boys game. Let's go ahead and give you the starting lineup brought to you by Honda of Cleveland. For the Bears, they'll start a different look to the lineup. They'll start seniors as much as they can. 6-foot senior number 4, Brandon Shimbera, averaging right at 10 points per game, 9.9. Ada McClare, 6'3", senior, wearing number 5, averaging 12.2, the leading scorer for the Bears. Senior Josh Wyckoff, we're glad to see him get back in the flow of things. He had a really solid game against Cleveland High School the other night. 6'3", senior, averaging 5.5 points per game. Savoy Humes, a 6'4", senior, number 44 for the Bears, and also senior Carter Howard, a 6'5", senior, averaging 4.5 points per game. So 5 senior starters for the Bears today, and they'll probably leave them in for part of the quarter and maybe pull out some. We'll see. Let Coach Carpenter make the call there. For LeVar Brown, the head coach of Brainerd, his starting lineup today will be this. We don't have their grades. They'll start number 1, Donovan Thomas. Number 3, Dennis Lewis Jr. Number 4, Jaquez Lachlan. Number 22, Joshua Hood. And number 20, Quintos Broadnax. That'll be the 5 for the Panthers of Brainerd High School. And Bears and Panthers have played 58 times. They used to play home and home every year. At one point, they was in our district until things got rearranged, and they sort of separated the district teams in Chattanooga from the teams on this end of the geographic area. But Bears were 26-32, 6 games under 500 through 58 games. Bears won the early game this season, 61-43, and right now we're going to take another timeout here on the Buzz 101.3 as they get ready to introduce the starting lineup for both teams. Bears will be in their home whites, gold numerals, trimmed down in black. Brain will be in the powder blue, that Carolina blue, I call that. It looks like gold numerals trimmed out in white for the boys Brainerd under the direction of LeVar Brown. Of course, the Bears are coached by Zach Carpenter in his first year here, assisted by Jordan Ollison and Kobe Deals, who's in the freshman tournament in Chattanooga. I talked to Kobe, interviewed him this week. He said if we win at 11 o'clock, we're going to be playing, so he'll miss this game here. So it's obvious they win. I'd like to get the final score there on the freshman game there. But we're going to take a 2-minute timeout and be back here with more live coverage on Buzz 101.3. Getting ready for a tip-off brought to you by Toyota Cleveland here on the Buzz 101.3. It'll be Aiden McClary jumping, and he's going to be out-jumped by Donovan Thomas, and Brain will control for the opening tip. Bradley's in a 1-2-2 zone. We have not seen a zone, and like a lot of coaches, well, I believe it is the 1-2-2 zone to run, it looks like. Coach Carpenter despises playing zone just like Coach Clark before him did, but they're in it right now. And I'm sure they're trying to keep the inside lanes closed off the Brainerd. Brainerd matched up really, really well against the Bears with their height. The little point guard out top is number 3. That's going to be Dennis Lewis Jr., and he'll fire the long 3, and it's going to be no good. Kicks deep in the corner, out of bounds to the Bears. He chased it down, but Aiden McCleary had him blocked and refused to give it up. Boy, Aiden McCleary, you got to give him chops for the game he played Thursday night against Cleveland High School. When the cheese is on the crackers, Reuter would say, he came through like a flying color. Boy, it's a bad pass there, but saved by Josh Wyckoff. Glad to see Josh back in the flow of things tonight. He was out injured for a few games. He's a senior. He had an injured hand, had a soft a splint on his cast, and 5 count his own. Right is Shimbera. He turns to Coach Carter and says, I penetrated. So 6:58 to go, no score yet. Shimbera's asking Coach, I'm not sure who the 4 or 5 player was for us. So Coach Carter let him know real quick who it was. They'll take the ball to the right wing. Out top there, Joshua Hood with the ball. He's about a 6'3" or 4 guy. He's a tall, lanky kid. They got 4 guys that are all about the same size, 6'3", 6'4", and they got their little point guard. That's going to be Lewis. He's probably 5'7", 5'8". Lewis controlling. He looks like he's going to shoot. He's going to penetrate to the left elbow. He goes up to shoot, and it's good for 2. So the little guy out there hits the first points of the game, and Brainerd takes a 2-0 lead at 6:23 to go here in the opening quarter, playing a dangerous cross-court pass for Carter Howard, picked up by Shimbera right in front of us here. He'll take his time, bring it into offensive land. Brandon Shimbera had a good game Thursday night as well. The whole Bear team played really well. Cleveland boys played well. Here's Shimbera on the drive for the layup. It's good for 2. Shimbera is quicker than you think, and he'll get an open look, and he'll take it to the hoop. He's going to play for Bryan College, the Lions, beginning next season. A 4.0 GPA, and he's a member of all those smart people clubs, I call them. I was denied those clubs when I was in high school. My GPA was 4, but I had to add all my classes together to get it. 5:42 to go. 2-2 our score. Here's a 3 by Josh Wyckoff. Bottom. Josh Wyckoff. First 3-point of the game for the Bears and Cleveland Utilities. And here's a 3 by Hood. It is good for Hood. They answer that, and we're 5-5. Action picking up here. Savoy Humes, 3-on-1 fast break. Now here goes Aiden McCleary to the hoop. He's going to get the shot up, and he waited for the foul, and there it comes, and he'll shoot 2 for Crown Crosser Dodge. Foul's going to be called on number 1, Donovan Thomas, his first, team first. But after the foul for the losses of Andrew B. Morgan, it'll be Aiden McCleary at the line to shoot 2 with 5:21 to go. Clock stopped to shoot the free throws. 5-5 our score. Our next broadcast will not take place until next Thursday night. And I'm not sure what the arrangement is yet for Mix or Buzz. We'll have Walker Valley girls playing Thursday. That'll be our only game Thursday, I believe, if I'm thinking right. We'll have the Bradley boys and possibly girls team Friday, and we'll have the Bradley girls, Cleveland girls Saturday for sure. Here's a long 3, air ball out of bounds to Bradley. That time Lewis's shot fell way short. Give it back to the Bears. They're going to be facing full court man-to-man pressure here as they inbound the ball. Wyckoff will come into Shimbera on a skip pass back to Wyckoff. Bears break the press quickly in front court. Wyckoff, well, he backs away from the half line. Now Shimbera will take it across. Shimbera, an outstanding ball handler. He's been a good player for the Bears here in his years. 5 count his own. He breaks it, and there it is again. And Savoy Humes is being told he's got to go to the ball when Shimbera's out there on the 5 count. 4:54 to go. 6-5 our score. Bears by 1. Lewis takes the inbound pass from Jaquise Lachlan. Lachlan moves over to the right corner. Hood takes a pass on the left wing now. Down below trying to get into the paint. Can't do it. Here's Lewis on the drive. Gives it up to Hood. Hood's going to fire the 3. It is way off the mark. Partially blocked that time by McCleary. The rebound is fought far, picked up by Brainerd. Lewis, the quarterback of the team, steps outside, feeds it into the corner on the drive to the baseline. Here's Hood for a 3 again. Now, obviously, he's a 3-point shooter. He's shooting the 3 every time he touches the ball. Out of bounds to the Bears. 4:23 in the period. Bears won 50-38, improved to 24-3. Their 42nd straight win here at home. A non-district game. Their district winning streak is at 110 straight games. 110. That is just unfathomable. Although Coach Jim Smitty went 13 seasons without losing district game. Aiden McClary on the drive and a score. And the lead is 8-5. McClary's another one of those guys. He gets inside, you ain't stopping him. And right now, front controlling is Jacques Lachlan to Lewis. Lewis backs away with Savoy Humes chasing him down. He spins through the double team and lost a dribble. Bradley takes away Shimbera. Lewis trying to do a little too much this time. Shimbera going to go to the hoop, can't shoot it, gives it back to Howard and the paint, and it's good for 2. Carter Howard. This, by the way, is a non-district game. Brainerd is in region or district 4 2A. Bradley in district 5 4A. 3.5 to go. 10-5 Bears. And here's Lewis in the paint, can't shoot, goes now to Thomas, and he'll shoot a 2-pointer. It's good. Donovan Thomas from the left side, about 12-footer. 10-7. Bradley with the ball in the front court. Carter Howard. He'll bring it across the big guy. And a deep pass in the corner to Aiden McClary. Can't drive the baseline. He'll kick it inside low to Howard, who lost it, grabs it back. Spin move coming up. They lay it up. Underneath, shot no good. Rebound, not a good shot by Carter that time. Low percentage shot. It'll be Lewis on the rebound. And he's going to be fouled by probably Carter. Nope, 44, Savoy Humes. His first, team first for theirs, in from Brainerd, number 12, I believe. It'll be Naquan Lay, and time's going to be called by Brainerd. LeBron Brown says, give me a 30-second break. We'll take one for Tennessee Valley Raja. Back in 1.5 minutes at 2:58 in the first period. 10-7 score the Bears over the Panthers. Time back in after the quick 30 call by Brainerd. Bradley up 10-7. Brainerd inbounds on the baseline. Right side, Joshua Hood will inbounds. Bears did not change out any players out of the timeout. Brainerd will inbound to Lewis. Boy, he's a little guy. He is quick. Shot is another air ball by Lewis, so he's not a shooter. Rebound goes to Wyckoff on to Shimbera. 2:47 to go in the period. 10-7 Bears. It's 150-38. Big Carter Howard out top, and he is an agile athlete and very good ball handler to be a big 6'5" tight end, which he is on the football team. And he takes a rebound away from a defender, but he steps on the baseline. Brain will inbound in backcourt. Donovan Thomas looked like he's holding his back like he was hurting. Big Howard gets on top of it. He's probably going to be hurt. He'll go to Lewis. Slowly walks up, looking over the defense, which is still in that zone. Lewis to Hood. They'll try to skip it down low, knocked out of bounds by Wyckoff. It'll stay with Brainerd, right baseline. 2:20 to go in the period. Our next broadcast will not occur until next Thursday night. We'll have the final brackets released tonight for our district. So tune in to Mix tomorrow morning, or not tomorrow morning, Monday morning, to hear the final official brackets. We can guess all we want to. Ball tipped out against the Bears. We can guess and choose all we want to, but and it looks like McMinn will win on the boys' side if they beat Walker. Now the girls is set. All 7 teams are set. We know exactly what's going to work out there. Shimbera in backcourt going to face a double team challenge, and time's going to be called by the Bears right before Shimbera passes into front court. A 30-second break. We're going to have some new players come in. Let's take, no, we'll keep it here this time. Let's keep it here. I'd like to talk to you about Village Volkswagen, locally owned and proud sponsor of local sports. Take a test drive in the award-winning, locally made VW Atlas. Their website is villagevw.com. Also, Boytech Center for Orthopedic Care, no matter if it's a sports injury, work injury, or just an accident around home at Boytech Center, they have you covered. That's boytech.com for their website. And they're getting that new highway right there in their front door out there on Georgetown Road.
Yeah.
But they were smart enough to build a new building back off the road, too.
Yeah. Pick up your tailgate food, Chick-fil-A, order your trays today for the big game. And for all your heat and air needs, just call Dales.com.
And we're going to have some cold air move back in tonight after a beautiful 2 or 3 days we've had here this week, in February, no less. 10-7 the Bears. Trevor Carpenter checks into the game for the Bears. D. Reed, 2 starters who normally enter the game. They let the seniors start tonight. Here goes Carpenter in the lane, cannot shoot. D. Reed back out top now to McCleary, on to Shimbera, on baseline to Wyckoff. Wyckoff can't shoot. Shimbera goes for a 2, and it's good. Nice shot. Floating jumper, left baseline, about a 15-footer for Brandon Shimbera, one of the seniors here tonight. 12-7 our score. Bears by 5. 1:28 now in the first quarter play as Lewis, good ball handler. Here's a long 3. Shot is no good. It would have been Bradley. Wyckoff takes it away to Carpenter. Bears quickly into front court. Carpenter kicks it over down to Reed in the corner to Shimbera. He's going to drive to the line. He's going to be fouled. Foul is on number 20. That's Quintos Broadnax, his first, team second. Not shooting. 1:12 to go. 12-7. They'll inbounds to Carpenter. Carpenter to Wyckoff. He wanted to shoot it. Carpenter will fire that 3 ball. He backs away, goes cross court now to McCleary. And here's Wyckoff inside. Boy, the body's flying. There's a shot. Count it. It's good for Wyckoff. And he's going to be fouled by someone. Number 20 again. It's going to be Broadnax, his second quick foul. Give Wyckoff, a senior, the bucket. He's got 5. Bears lead at 14-7. Wyckoff will shoot 1 for Crown across the Dodge Jeep Ram, and it is good. Jackson Airy into the game. He's a typical starter for the Bears. He's just a sophomore, 6'7", tall drink of water, though. 15-7 the Bears with their largest lead at 8 points. 15-7 our score. Hope you were able to hear or watch the live stream tonight provided by Mr. Gwen Schroeder's audiovisual class on the Bear Network as they're using our audio and his broadcast team. And the shot is up and in by Broadnax. We got Cadence, Eli, and Amber working behind the camera and the board tonight here at Bradley. And there's a throwaway for the Bears. Miscommunication between McCleary and Airy. In for the Panthers, number 30, it'll be Jarius Baylor. In for the Panthers. 33.6. They may hold this for 1 shot. They're down 15-9 at this point. 6-point deficit, but it's first quarter. They go to the left side now with Lay. Lay. And ball knocked out of bounds for the Bears. It'll remain with Brainerd. And let's see, Hood's going to inbounds right in front of the Bradley student section. By the way, nice crowd here. They hadn't talked about that, but Saturday afternoon sometimes the crowds are iffy, but good crowd here today. Lots of parents here with their senior players. In the corner, clock's at 15. Lewis with the basketball. D. Reed on him. They're going to hold it for 1 final shot. Clock's at 10. Lewis deep in the corner. He's going to be double teamed now. He's in trouble. Long cross-court pass. Over to Lay, and he's going to be called for a charge. It'll be number 12, Laquan Lay, his first, team 4th. He just lowered his shoulder. He's going to blast on through there. I believe and Bradley's not looking at the clock. And after 1, it's a Bears. Coach Carpenter says, that's on me. I wasn't paying attention. 15-9, the first period score after 1 as the Bears lead it by 6 points. Back in 1 minute here on the Buzz, 101.3. Coming up at halftime of the boys' game here, we'll have Coach Reuter talk about the Bears win 50-38 the final day over the Knox Catholic Lady Irish, proving the record 24-3. Third time this year we've seen the Lady Irish. Very, very good team, and you expect to see them go deep in their private school side of the tournament.
They are ranked.
Yeah, I think they're number 3. The Bears are number 5 in public schools. It'll be Bradley Ball open the second quarter with Shimbera, McCleary, Carpenter, Airy, and Reed, the starting 5 we've had for the last several games on the floor. Bradley 15-9. Down low go to Ari. He has it slapped away, but out of bounds by one of the Brainerd Panthers. Pass out Lewis, Hood. Boy, those numbers are hard to see from this point. Light blue with light red numbers on front of him. Here's Ari. Boy, he wanted to shoot a three so bad there. Chambera will fire that three ball, and it's good. Man, he's got a great touch.
And quick release, too. It's hard to guard.
That you can see by the rotation on the ball. It's got a good chance to go in. That one does. That'll make it 18-9. The Bears have double the Panthers here in the first half of play. We're at 7:25 in the first half, second quarter here. Hood skips it down low, trying to get up for a shot, and he will get up. Shot is no good, but a foul's going to be called on Ari, I believe. He says, Coach, I was straight up, but it's going to be on number 33, Jackson Ari. His first, team second for the losses. Vanderbilt Morgan at the line shooting number 1, Donovan Thomas, who has a two-pointer so far. Clock stops 7:20. Free throw is good. He'll have one more. He's got 3. Ari gets some instructions from Coach Carpenter. One more shot. It's also good. Bradley coach is questioning the official who made that call. Thought he might have walked before he got fouled. But here's Trevor Carpenter in backcourt. He comes wide open, but he falls down. He walked, and there's a jump ball. Trevor slid down for some reason, and it fell all the way to the floor, and actually looked like it might have traveled, but it's going to be a jump ball. It will go to Brainerd. They're going to look over the floor to see if there's any perspiration there. Apparently not. 7:09 to go. Brainerd will inbounds in backcourt. Bears 18-11 are score. Bears will travel to McCauley Monday for a 5:30 boys JV and a 7 o'clock varsity matchup. The girls are through until tournament time next Saturday in the semifinals of District 5 4A. And we might have some word. We might be able to stream those games up there, trying to make contact with Milligan County folks in that regard. And here's a turnover. McCleary takes it away in backcourt on a bad pass. Here's Carpenter for a long three. It's no good rebound. Brainerd and a foul McCleary. Fighting for position. They're going to call the foul on Aiden. And that will be his first, team third.
Gary, if you're going to watch games being streamed up there, you have to join the NHFS, right?
Yep. If we're allowed to stream, we don't know yet, I don't think.
Right.
We're waiting to hear back from them. We've contacted them twice yesterday, and they've got a lot of stuff to get ready for the tournament. I know. We'll figure it out. But before the Bradley teams play, we'll figure it out. Down low, inside, shot no good. Rebound partially deflected by Ari. Rebound this time, scramble for it on the floor and in and out of bounds to Bradley. 6:14 and a half, 18-11 score. Bears up to 7. Carpenter again. He's the point guard for the Bears. Well, sometimes. He and Chambera. Chambera is, I guess, officially the point guard. Carpenter's more of the wing player, and he's a deadly three-point shooter, and he has the ball. He's going to penetrate the paint. Oh, a nice pass to D. Reed, back Chambera. Here's the three ball, and this time it's no good. Rebound by Jackson Ari, who clears on a nice, and he'll throw it away. Great rebound, terrible pass. Down low, and there's could have been a charge. No call made either way, and Jackson Ari with the rebound off the missed bunny shot in the front court. D. Reed takes the pass. D's not the shooter. He's the defender. I got an interview with him this week. I hope you heard of that on the Bear Network. He's the enforcer, they call him. And he makes a bad pass, though, to save by McCleary. Back to Carpenter now. He's the guy they put on the best offensive player. And here, away from the ball, is a foul on D. Reed. Yep, 0-0. Reed's first, team number 4. Get the ball back to Brainerd with 5:21 to go. D. Reed is the Bear equivalent of Ashlyn Crittenden for the Bearettes. She's the one that asked to defend the best scorer. And despite as hard as she worked, talked to her after the game. Here's a foul call on Reed again. He's got 2 now. As Macias Daniel will check in replacing Reed. And Wyckoff comes in to replace Aiden McCleary. Macias Daniel, they call him CC, I found out this week. CC. He wears number 52 for the Bears. He's a junior. Stands about 5'6" or so. He's the defender, too. He's quick. And right now, controlling is Jaquise Lachlan. He'll fire a shot up. It's good for 2. 18-13 our score. Lead down to 5. They've led by 9. It's right now at 5. Carpenter. Play call is a number 2 play from the bench by Zach Carpenter. No relation to Trevor on the floor. And here's a nice pass by Carpenter to Airy for the score. He faked the drive. Airy broke to the ball, and he put it right over the head of the defender, and he laid it up for an easy 2-point bucket. 20-13. Lewis can't drive. He'll go in the corner. Here's a long 3, and it's no good. Remember, Bradley's Daniel will clear. He'll bring it up himself. Gets trapped at, nearly a backcourt violation on Shambera. Just about across the half when he kicked it back. And here's a foul called on Brainerd's number 12. That'll be Naquan Lay, his second, team 5th. Both teams with 5. Now give the ball to the Bears right baseline with 4:13 and a half. Bears up by 7 at 20-13. They won by 18. Brainerd. Now here's a backdoor by Airy for 2 points.
Beautiful play.
That's what you work on in practice,
Yeah.
and it worked to perfection. 22-13. The lead has gone to 9. And Brainerd will throw it away on the drive at time. Boy, he expected Thomas to be there. That was Jaquise Lachlan, and Thomas wasn't expecting the pass. Coach Brown, heads up on the ball. He's wanting to defend in backcourt. Wyckoff to Carpenter. Carpenter quickly. Here's Daniel for a long 3. It's no good. Shot is rebounded by Brainerd. And here comes Lachlan. He goes to Lay, who did not start, but he's played a lot here in the first half of play. Lay on the drive, goes deep in the corner now. Back to Lewis, who can't shoot. He's got Daniel on him. He shakes free from Daniel. He'll fire up the shot. It is no good. Rebound Bradley's Wyckoff. Bears doing good on the boards here, especially the defensive end. Here's Brandon Chabert, the bad pass. Boy, they are quick with their hands.
Yeah. You got to use bounce pass, get them down.
Right out of his hands. That is going to be number 2. Is that 2? Is that his number? 12. That's Lay. They'll go in the corner to Lay. Back out to Lachlan now. Lachlan looks at Coach Brown. Has it knocked out of his hands in the backcourt. But he grabs it back just before Wyckoff can grab it. Now it's 4 on 5. And here's a drive side by Lewis. He can't shoot in there. And he's going to be fouled, though, by Wyckoff, I think. I believe it's on the floor. Yep, Wyckoff with the foul. That's his first. Hood will check back in for Brainerd. And Ramarian Taylor will check in for the Bears. He's a young freshman. And Brainerd will inbounds. Hood on the baseline with 2:57 to go in the half, 22-13. Shambera gets a breather. He very rarely comes off the floor unless he's in foul trouble. Boy, Airy inside there with Donovan Thomas. That is 2 guys leaning into each other. Hood takes a pass out top near the half. Works to the right side. Taylor stops him. Boy, he gets a solid screen there. Here's Lewis with the ball into the paint and through, and Taylor has his hand there. That's not a foul there. He had his hand on nothing but ball. They're going to call him for the foul, though. That's his first. Team 7th, so it's a 1-and-1. And Lewis will trot to the line tonight. He's not scored except for a 2-pointer. He'll shoot a 1-and-1. With 2:36 in the half, 22-13, the Bears up by 9. His first free throw from the lefty is good. He has 3, 22-14. One more shot for number 3, Dennis Lewis Jr., and it's good. 22-15. Bear lead is 7 now. They pass it in the corner, dead man's corner there. And Bradley is breaking the press. 2-on-1. Ram Taylor wants to go up for a shot off the glass. It's going to be no good. Rebound into front court. And here is a drive by Lewis all the way down. Oh, it's cut off in the paint. Here's a 3, though, from the wing. It's good. Nice shot by Lay. The second 3-pointer of the night for Brainerd. And Bradley breaks the press again. 2-on-1. Ram's going to wait for help. No, he's going to fire the 3 ball. It's no good. Rebound by Airy. And he's going to be fouled, and he'll shoot 2. Ram's going to come out of the game, I believe, real quickly. 2 low percentage shots his last 2 shots. Fouls on number 3, Lewis, his first. Team number 6, but to the line. At the foul for the losses, Vanderbilt B. Morgan will be number 33, sophomore Jackson Airy, shooting 2 shots for a Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Some of our great sponsors. 2:07 and a half. Bears by 4 now. Airy to fire 2. His first is no good, short. Shimbera back in the game for C.C. Daniel. Into the game, also number 4, Jacquees Lachlan back in for Brainerd. One more shot for Airy. It's up, and it's no good. Rebound, Bradley. Wyckoff has it. Out top now to Shimbera. They reset the offense. Carpenter, Shimbera out front. Bradley has one man on the low post. That's Airy. Bradley's not sure what the play call is here. That's what it seems like. Airy with the ball, hands it back to Shimbera. Shimbera trying to set a screen, can't do it. They'll go to Taylor, on to Carpenter. Carpenter on the right corner. Wyckoff from the top for a 3, and it's no good. Rebound by Bears. Ram Taylor for 2. Nice move by the freshman. He'll get his first 2-pointer. It's 24-18. The Bears for 6. As Carter Howard is waiting to check in with a minute and a half to go here in the half. Hope to have Coach Reuter here for you at halftime. Here's a driving side by Lachlan. No good. Rebound, Brandis Wyckoff. It'll be a foul called on 3-0. That's going to be Baylor, his first, team number 8 to the line, shooting 1-1 will be Trevor Carpenter. Airy out of the game. Carpenter shooting a 1-1 with 1:19 to go. The Bears by 6 here in the half. 24-18. Aiden McClary also going to check back in. He's shooting 1-1, so he's got to make one to get Airy in there, and it is good. So Carpenter makes his first shot of the game. It's a free throw. Wyckoff out, McClary in with 1:19 go. 25-18. Wyckoff and Howard both missed several games, so they're probably trying to give them some extra bench time. Next shot is good by Carpenter. He's got 2. It's 26-18. Long pass in the front court will be to Baylor. Baylor hands it back now to Lachlan, who's checked by Carpenter. He's going to penetrate, spin move, pass out the Hood, on into the corner for a long 3-pointer. It's good. Nice job by Lay. He's got a second 3-pointer now. Bradley in backcourt's in trouble. Shimbera gets hammered, no call, and Hood scores. His first 2-pointer of the game. Lead down to 3 at 26-23. Shimbera again dribbles into a double-team trap, and here's another takeaway by Brainerd. They've got the ball. 2 straight, and time's going to be called by Brainerd with 37.2 to go. As you can't pass the ball in right there. We're going to keep it here this time. No, it's going to be a full timeout. We're going to take a break here. We'll take a full timeout with 37.2 to go. 26-23 the Bears. Back in 1 minute on the Buzz, 101.3. We wrap up the final few seconds here in the first half. Bradley up 26-23, but Brainerd has the ball. Here's Lachlan on the drive, and he's going to spin. It's going to be knocked out of bounds to the Bears. Trying to hit Donovan inside, Donovan Thomas, and a little too close on the pass. I don't think he was really looking for it either. McClare will inbound to Carter Howard, and he'll a long cross-court pass right at us, and the Bears break the press easily. Shimbera backs away on the double team. Now here's Carpenter for a long 3. It's no good. Rebound by Brainerd. Clock's at 13. They're going to have one final possession here to tie the game with a 3 ball. Clock's down to 7. Where's Lay? There's Lay for the 3 ball, and it's short this time. Rebound to the Bears. Ram Taylor has it. He will hurl a pass, and it'll be way short of the goal as the buzzer sounds, ending the first half of play. After 1, the Bears 26, Brainerd 23, and we'll be back in 2 minutes with our Southline Finance halftime show. Hopefully, Coach Reed will be here to talk with us, but we'll be back no matter what. Back in 2 minutes. Back at halftime here with the Bears are winning 26-23 over Brainerd in a close game. Low-scoring defensive battle on Buzz 101.3 in our Southland Finance halftime show. Being joined now by Brainerd Center coach Jason Reuter. And Jason, a tough game against a very good team, a defensive battle almost from the get-go, and you won it in the second half. As we win a lot of games in the third, you held them to 5. They held us to 5 in the third, was leading by 2 at halftime. Fourth quarter, though, we pulled away with a 10-point edge, 18-8, scoring to win at 50-38. And this is the kind of game you want to play this time of year. Is this the last game you'll play before you play in the tournament next Saturday?
Yeah, this was planned. You know, when you schedule games, a lot of people don't know how this works, but when our season's over, we'll immediately start calling. And, you know, I've already asked Knox Cabot tonight. He's a friend of mine, Coach Maines. You'll play again next year. He goes, yeah, let's keep this thing going.
Yeah.
So we strategically put this game where we did because we wanted a tough test going into the tournament.
And he did too, I'm sure.
And he did too. So he felt like last year, you know, we beat them pretty bad last year both times in the 30s, but he felt like it helped them. They got runner-up in the private state tournament, large class, and he thought playing us helped his team get tougher.
Yeah.
So we went up there and he spanked us by 3 points this year, and you were there, and they shot lights out. Mm-hmm. And this was a revenge game, and I thought our kids, you know, his daughter's a tremendous player. She had 28 tonight. I do think her gas light came on a little bit in the second half.
Yeah, she worked hard.
Ashton Cretton, you know, got the job, and it looks on paper she gave up 28, but the second half we did a better job. We made a little adjustments of helping more, and not only that, when you help and you switch, you got to take on the road that Ashland did.
Yeah.
So there's things that coaches can do to make you have to switch. But so that girl has to take on a denial position with her.
And she had 19 the first half, so she only had 9 the second half. I talked to Ashland as one of the seniors after the game. She was exhausted, and I can see why she's exhausted. But Sydney Maines was also exhausted, too, because she had to work hard for those 28 points.
Well, I went through the box score with our kids after the game. I said, look, Bradley Central, Ashton Cretton at 6, Carpenter 3, Carsey Weber 7, Ledford 9, who came in and pretty well iced the game for us.
Took 2 straight charges down there.
2 charges, yes. Falcon 2, you know, that's senior night. We've got the token 2, but Hannah Jones 4, Erica Swick 3, Brewer 5, Harmony Ware 11. And I looked at Knox Catholic, Maines 28, number 1 Williams 5, number 23 4, and number 15 1. I said, which team do you want to play on? My point is, name a girl to take away from the Bearcats. name one girl that you take me away and you're going to beat us. You can't do that.
No, you're right.
The problem with the Knox Catholic situation, that Maine's as good as she is, if you can hold her in check, then you got them beat.
Yeah.
And she still got 28, and we had an hour and a half practice yesterday. More of a lot of shooting, not much up and down, because we just come off an emotional. You got to remember, we played 3 games in 5 days. Mm-hmm. I know we beat Walker Valley bad. That's still a rival. Then you have the Cleveland situation, and maybe senior night, even though we didn't play great, maybe senior night saved us a loss tonight, because you have to get up a little bit on senior night.
Yeah.
You have to. It gets emotional. You see Siler Falcon here.
Yeah.
She's brought to tears before the game. She hadn't played. She missed 2 of her 4 years because of injury.
Yeah.
Didn't play at all this year.
Yeah.
When you see a girl get teared up like that, I'm a grown man. I started getting, I had to talk myself out of crying because I hate it for her.
Yeah.
You work and we take things for granted.
Yeah.
Those other 3 seniors, we know that they're going to play again on this floor. I'm being a little bit of predictionist. We better win the semifinals of the district.
Yep.
If we don't, I've done a terrible job. So we're probably going to play again on this floor. But senior night is special. A lot of people like to schedule weaker opponents to get a guaranteed victory. I don't really get into that. I know we've had some blowouts on senior night, but I think we needed this. But I can't say enough about those seniors. They've sacrificed, and you're going to hear me say it again at tournament time. There's nothing, you think you got it, you think you want to win, but until you're a senior, until you see, wait a minute, this could be my last game.
Yeah.
It doesn't, I don't care who you are, me, you, greatest players ever. Until you know this could be my last game in this uniform. Until you walk in those moccasins, you don't really know what that feels like. But I'm proud of our kids. We defensively won the game. Everybody's going to give us their best shot. Me and Coach Maines are friends. So now I got him back. He'll be waiting on me next year. And we got a week in between games.
So what's your schedule going to be like for the team now? Will you give them a day off tomorrow?
I told him before the game, I said, you give me a reason to give you 2 days off. So
Did they do that?
I think we're going to lift Monday.
Okay.
Right after school, and then it's Monday. Will be no coaching for me, no video, no critiquing, no putting in other teams' scout team. If you want to come here and shoot, because the boys have practice, first. But if you want to shoot Monday, that's up to you. Coach Reuter will come in here and rebound for you, me and Adam or Coach Tinsley or whatever. We'll get the gun out, but it's all optional. So I'm making them lift Monday, but other than that, so we're going to give them 2 basketball days off.
Well, whoever you place there, you've already played them twice this year. So there's not anything new that's probably going to learn by watching a whole lot more film of them unless things have changed dramatically with their team. And I don't think that's happened that I know of.
But you don't know which team you're going to play.
Yeah.
You can predict. Udawa's beat Walker Valley twice, but so I'm probably going to take that angle.
Yeah.
Because they didn't beat them by 1 or 3. They beat them by, am I right, about 10 and 12? Am I about right?
I believe so.
And it's at McMinn County, so there's no home advantage. I'm probably going to prepare us for Udawa. They've got 2 players that are capable of driving the ball right at you and scoring. So that's probably what I'll do. But you're right. We're not going to spend tons of time on that.
It's not like going to the region to play a team you've not seen all year long.
Right. We know. I mean, I can put my film in it. I know they're going to play a 1-2-2 matchup zone on us, unless he wants to go something crazy. Somebody might go boxing 1 on Weber. We're ready for that.
Yep.
Triangle 2. We're working on that. Not much. 8-9 minutes a day. We're keeping our axe sharp because you never know what somebody might do.
There's no tomorrow at this point of the season.
No tomorrow. So, I've always looked at it. You've heard me say it before Christmas, then it's after Christmas, and then the third block, it's tournament time.
Yeah.
And people say you got to rise up. I've learned you don't really rise up. You just got to keep on playing consistent basketball. If you're not careful, you'll tell a kid to rise up, and they think they got to do something that they're not capable of doing.
Yeah.
So I've stole that from the Green Beret. You're going to sink. You're going to sink to the level of your training.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
And tight. So I don't need my kids to rise up. I need them to just keep playing basketball. Hannah Jones didn't have a great game tonight. She really struggled. But guess what? We had other people pick it up.
9 people scored for you.
Yeah. I think Hannah Jones is MVP of our district, in my opinion. But you know what? That's okay. So I want us to keep being balanced. I want us to keep being a team you don't really know who to take away.
Well, it's a team game, that's for sure.
Proud of these seniors. Can't say enough
Yeah.
about them and their parents. They've made me a better person, these 4 kids. And I'm looking forward. You know, I told you before, you'll find out what kind of coach I am later on. I want to see what my Barretts are doing. Some of them are already nurses. Some of them are teachers. Some of them are in the legal field. So I'm looking down the road and see what kind of young ladies we put out there.
Thank you, Coach.
Yes, sir.
That's Coach Jason Reuter, as always. Give us a good interview there after the 50-38 win for the Barretts tonight over Knox Catholic Lady Irish. We get ready for the third quarter play. I tell you what, let's go ahead and work in a 1-minute timeout, or they're going to go ahead and start. We ran a little long on the half. We just get a 1-minute break here. The Bears will have the ball leading 26-23 here as we open third quarter play. We just had a foul call. We'll take a 1-minute timeout here on the Buzz, 101.3. As we come back into play here with 7:05 to go in the third, 28-26 our score, but the foul's been called on Brainerd. And to the line shooting 2 for Crown Cross of Dodge is number 5, Aiden McCleary. His first free throw, he's got 5. 29-25, Bears by 4. One more shot for the senior. It is up, and it's good. 30-25 our score. McCleary sent out basketball a couple years, quarterback the football team last season. Actually, for 2 seasons. Javen Burke got hurt the first game of the year last year. He came in unexpectedly in the first game of the year, finished out the season. Then he was the quarterback this year. And here's a block. Oh, even the other referee thought that was a charge. He was heading the other way. Fallon Barrett, his team first of the half. 6:48 to go, 30-26. Javen Burke, our former quarterback, is at Virginia Tech, I believe. Hood will inbounds on the baseline, right side. He'll come in low and underneath. 1 up for 2. Shot is no good. A foul on Bradley. Cannot let him get in that low on the pass, and it's going to be Savoy Humes with his team second. Stop the clock, shoot 2 more free throws. After the foul for the law offices, Vander B. Morgan. Free throw is short by Donovan Thomas. He made his first 2, so he's 2 for 3. Bears before, 30-26. Next shot is no good. Missed them both. Rebound, Savoy clears it for the Bears. Goes quickly to Shambera. And Bradley has all 5 seniors on the floor here. And there's a charge. Probably Carter Howard, I think, the way they're looking at him. Yep, Carter Howard gets the foul. His first, team third. A lot of whistles being blown here. We only 6:35 ago. We've had 5 fouls called here in the first minute and a half. Not what we pay our money to see. Lewis into front court. They'll go in the corner to Hood. He likes to shoot the 3 ball. He's not shooting it this time. And the ball is stolen by McCleary, and he'll lose it. Oh, they say it's off of him. And the folks in the front row don't agree with that call. And now they're going to talk it over. And it's Bradley ball. Okay, one official.
Yeah, he had his back to the ball.
That's how you do it. If you see it, you overrule the other guy. I had a better view, and you missed it. And that's exactly what happens. The Bear will have the ball. Shimbera looking to go inside. He does. Kicks it back out now to Carter Howard. He's trying to go to the hoop, but he's going to be having it knocked out of his hands, out of bounds to Brainerd. 6:03. 6:09 to go in the third. Lewis walks it up for Brainerd. The boy Humes waiting on him at the line. They'll reverse it back to Lewis, who's working on the right wing, way outside right now. Brad's in a 2-3 zone, it looks like. Ball knocked away and nearly stolen. Then Hood in the front court with a save. Here's a long three. Shot is no good. Rebound to the Bears. Carter Howard skies for that one, takes it away. Shimbera out top, running the point, goes in corner. Here's a long three by Wyckoff. It's no good. Rebound, though, underneath. Good rebound by Howard. Howard wants to go to the hoop, can't do it. Back to Humes. Shimbera goes into the paint for a little running, floating jumper shot. No good. Rebound Brainerd, and they'll take her out. Here comes Lewis, quickly in the front court with 5:20 to go in the third. He hit a three-pointer his last attempt, deep from the corner. Here's another shot. It's good again. I see why he's shooting now. That is the fifth of the night for Brainerd with 5:08 to go. Brad can get a couple of changes in, and a foul's going to be called on Brainerd's number 3, and that'll be Lewis, his second team, third of the half. B. Reed and Trevor Carpenter will check in for Humes. And for Wyckoff, also Jackson Airy in for Carter Howard. The normal 5 starters on the floor right now for the Bears, who lead it by 1 point, 30-29. They have led by as much as 3. It was their largest lead. And here's a drive inside, a shot up, no good, out of bounds to Bradley. Oh, that's the wrong scorebook I'm looking at there. Bears have led by much as 9 in the first half. Brainerd by 2. And right now the Bears lead by 1. Aiden McCleary goes shoot. He's going to be fouled hard, and he'll shoot 2. That's the number 4, Jaquise Lachlan, his first, team 4th, but the line to shoot 2 for Crown Chrysler Dodge. With 4:50 to go in the third will be number 5, senior Aiden McCleary. McCleary's free throw is good. He'll have another. He's got 2 there tonight. He's one of the best free throw shooters on the team. He's got 4, 5, 6, 7 in the game. Back in number 12, Naquan Lay. 4. He's got, no, it's 1. Next shot is also good by McCleary. That's his 4th, and it's a 32-29 game. Bradley by 3. D. Reed, who just checked back in, is going to be defensively trying to handle Lewis, who lost, and there's a takeaway. And D. Reed shovels it over to Shimbera. Here come the Bears trying to get the quick break, but Brainerd's too quick, and they get back. Here's Trevor Carpenter on a great move. Shot inside, no good. Rebound by Hood of Brainerd. And here's a steal by Shimbera going the other way, 2-on-2. Carpenter in the corner, can't shoot. He'll go inside now, back out top to McCleary for a 3-ball. It's good. McCleary, his first of the game, the Bears' third of the night, and it's a 6-point lead, 35-29. That last 3-pointer for our Cleveland Utilities. 4:04 in the third period of play. Had a great girls game, and this one is going to be just like it. No big lead either way. Here's a pull-up jump by Lewis. It's no good. Rebound in the corner. Brainerd takes her away. And here's a shot by Thomas. It's no good. Rebound. Bradley had it. Whoa. And Bradley has it. It's McCleary with a no-look pass to Reed. Down low, and he will throw it away, or is it knocked out by Brainerd? It's Bradley's ball. Off of Brainerd's foot. 3:44 to go in the third. In for Brainerd, number 4, Jaquise Lachlan. He replaced Hood. Hood was shooting threes. Made only 1, though, in the first half. Here is Clary. Boy, he had an open look. He's afraid to shoot the 3-ball right now, but he's a good 3-point shooter. Here's Carpenter in the corner. McCleary will step up, go for a 2, and he's going to be fouled before he can shoot. It'll be on the floor. And let's see who this one will be on. Number 4. That's going to be his second, Jaquise Lachlan. Team 5th, so they're closely and quickly getting into bonus foul for the Bears. Here's McCleary. Spin move, fall away, shot up, and good for 2. Nice move, McCleary. A little soft. Got that soft touch, and if you get any kind of roll at all, it can fall through, and it did. 37-29, the lead at 8 for the Bears. Their largest lead, I think it is. Here's a drive inside low. Brainerd has a shot up. Foul on McCleary. As a Brainerd player tumbles to the floor, McCleary picks up the foul. It's going to be his second. And to the line to shoot after the foul for the loss of Vanderbilt Morgan. Number 1, Donovan Thomas for Brainerd. 3:13 in the third. Bears by 8. Make it 7. He hits his free throw. He's got 3 of those. And a 2-pointer. He's got 5 total. Lewis right here in the huddle with Bradley. He is in the huddle. Carpenter was talking to D. Reed and Trevor Carpenter, and Lewis down there in the middle of it like he was a Bear player. But both free throws are made by Donovan Thomas. Bradley with the ball, leading at 37-31. Jackson there at the left elbow takes a pass, gives it up now to Carpenter. Here's McCleary, thought about it. Back out top to Carpenter. He'll spin to the left side, hands it off to Shimbera. Shimbera drives in the lane, comes open. Oh, he kicks it back to D. Reed. He'll shoot the three ball. It's no good. Rebound to Brainerd. D's not an outside shooter, but he took an attempt. He was wide open that time. 2:40 in the third. In the corner, they'll go to Lay. He gunned him a couple of those in the first half. He goes back out top to Lewis. Lewis goes to the corner now. Nobody there to give it up to. He reverses his dribble, goes, and he'll fire the three ball. This one's no good. Rebound. Bradley's aerial clear. Jackson, much improved player. I'm trying to talk to his granddad and his mom. Said they're trying to fatten him up. He is a slim 6'7", and time going to be called by the Bears as Brandon Shimbera is trapped in a double-team corner over there. A 30-second break for Tennessee Valley Roger here on the Buzz 101.3. Back in 1/2 minute. With 2:14 to go now in the third. Timeout call by the Bears. 37-31. The Bears with the ball. Let's see, Brainerd with 5 team fouls. The Bears with 4. That will become important as this game gets a little older. Bradley inbound in backcourt. I don't believe the Bears swapped out anybody during the timeout. They were just trying to save possession. Here's D. Reed on the drive into the paint, going up for 2. Shot is good. Nice move by D. Nice move. Deep into the paint, puts up a little soft left-hander. 39-31. Out top is Jacquees Lachlan. Trying to find an opening. Here goes Lewis on the drive. He'll pull up, shoot 2. It's good. Boy, Lewis is hot this half. He's hit a couple of threes, a 2-pointer, and some free throws. 39-33. The lead is 6 for the Bears. Carpenter in the front court to McCleary. He's going to be fouled on the floor. It's going to be number 6 on Brainerd. This one called number 2-0. That's going to be Broadnax, his third, team 6th. It'll be Bradley ball right baseline. D. Reed inbounds. He'll come in low to Airy, who lost it, but saves it as he grabs it back to Reed onto Shimbera. Minute and a half to go here in the third. These teams played earlier this year. The Bears won 61-43 at Brainerd. Here's a pass. I guess it was a shot, though, actually. And ball is lost and picked up by Shimbera. At 3-point range, he'll go to Reed in the corner, back to Carpenter. Carpenter goes inside the air. A great move by Carpenter again. Harry's going to have to buy Carpenter's lunch. He's hit him 2 or 3 times inside, give him some really easy buckets. 41-33, the lead back to 8 with Jacquees Lachlan. Long pass. Here's a long 3 by Lay. It's no good. Short rebound Bradley. Taken away by McCleary. We're at 50 seconds to go in the third. Carpenter penetrates the baseline, goes back to Harry. He's going to shoot the 3 ball. It's good for Harry. There it is. I knew he could shoot it.
Yeah, we saw him shoot it. It's got to be a pretty high percentage.
The 4th of the night for the Bears, and Brainerd says we want a full timeout. With 39 seconds in the third, the Bears lead now 11 at 44-33. We'll take a 1-minute timeout for Tennessee Valley Urology. Back here at Bear Stadium, we have only 39 seconds remaining here in the third. The Bears lead at 44-33, the largest margin and lead of the game for either team. As the Bears have taken care of business with some good scoring, some hustle on defense. And it'll be Brainerd basketball. They call the timeout. And here we go. The final 39 seconds of the third period of play. Lewis takes the inbounds pass. And D. Reed, who's as quick as a hiccup, stays with him. They're going to try to get a, and there's a 5 count. Bradley's coach was hollering for that, and obviously it was going to be a 5 count, and Lewis didn't give it up.
Yeah.
When you hear everybody screaming at you, you better figure out, you better give it up. Shimbera into front court. At 20 seconds to go, the Bears now will hold for one final shot with an 11-point lead. They're in the bonus, by the way, if they get fouled now with 16 fouls against Brainerd. And there's that seventh foul. It's going to be on number 3, Lewis, probably in exasperation as much as anything. His third, team 7th at the line to shoot to will be Brandon Shimbera, who's not been to the line tonight. He's got 2 field goals and a 3-pointer for 7. 14.5 to go in the third. Bears have a huddle this time without the Brainerd player. And it's short on the one end. Rebound to McClary. They'll reset the offense again. Clock's at 9. It's at 8. Shimbera, left side to Airy. Drives to Carpenter. He's going to fire the 3 ball. It's good for Carter. His first free of the game in the field for the Bears. And Cleveland Utilities. So at the buzzer, the Bears stretch that lead. Big quarter for the Bears. 47, that's 21 points. The 33, they had 10. 47-33, the Bears after 3. We'll be back in 1 minute with the fourth period here on senior night at Brainerd Central High School. Okay, we'll go with the start of the fourth period of play. The Bears at 47-33, a 14-point lead. They're largest of the game, and it come with a strong third quarter. Outscored Brainerd 21-10. So that 3-point margin became 14 as the period wore on. They held Brainerd at 10, so that's pretty good defense. They're a very, very quick, athletic team. They've got some shooters. Lewis actually has come alive here in the second half.
Yeah,
and late the first
Bears
half.
limited them to 1 shot.
Yep, they're getting the stats going to look good for the Bears on the board, I believe. Here's a long 3 by Lay. It's no good air ball, but back up and in. It's good for 2. That's Lachlan, Jacques Lachlan. And it's the 47-35 game. Shimbera gets, and it's stolen from Shimbera. He got blindsided down low. Brainerd shot up. It's no good. Rebound to the Bears. Shimbera has it, and he rolls over. That's a walk. Should have been, but Bradley has it as Carver comes quickly into front court. Wyckoff in low to Howard. He's going to a backhand layup. It's no good. Rebound Brainerd. Not a good shot for Howard. He should have probably couldn't get it kicked back out top. 7:15 to go. 47-35. He was deep under the bucket that time. Lewis with Reed. Oh, there's a carry out.
Pinned it on his hip.
Tried to do about between the legs or behind the back dribble, I guess, a shake free from Reed, and it forced a walk. Bradley takes the ball back. 7:05 in the game now. The lead is 12. Wyckoff and Carpenter out top. Carter Howard at the key. Carpenter drives and gets a double team. They'll go into the key now to Carter. Down low is Wyckoff. Shot no good, but a foul. And that'll be 1 or 4. Let's see. They're going to say it's on. He's going to shoot free throws too, by the way. It's going to be on number 4. That is Jacques Lachlan, his third for the losses of Edward Reed Morgan. And shooting 2 is senior Josh Wyckoff. First one is no good. And for Brainerd will be Hood. Joshua Hood, number 22. He started the game. He's been in and out since then. One more shot for Josh. Wyckoff shot. This one is good. Wyckoff, his second free throw. He's got a three-pointer and a two-pointer, so he's got 7. And it's a 48-35 lead. Here's a long three by Brainerd this time. That's going to be Baylor for his first 3 of the night. Brainerd has 2, 4, 6 of those. The Bears have 2, 4, 5. Long pass cross court to D. Reed. He's going to have it blocked out of bounds to Bradley. Bradley inbounds along the left baseline. I believe Reed will inbounds, which is typical for the Bears. They'll come in long to Wyckoff. Wyckoff to Howard. Howard works to the left. Goes to Wyckoff. He'll penetrate into the paint. He's going to be fouled. That's going to be 1 and 1. Number 22, Hood picks up his third. Team has 9. So we're in the double bonus after this foul. The rest of the game with 6:16 to go. Wyckoff's free throw this time is good. Got the roll. He lets out a big gasp of air when it fell through. One more shot for Wyckoff, and it's no good. It rimmed out on him. 49-38, the lead back to 11 for the Bears. Brainerd brings it into front court. Lachlan to Hood. Hood penetrates. It's just a running shot, no good. Rebound. Bradley Carpenter clears underneath. And there's a foul called on double foul. No, intentional foul on Carter Howard.
It's going to be 2 shots to the ball.
Yep, Carter Howard called for a second foul. It's an intentional foul. 4th team foul, so the line to shoot 2 after the foul for losses. Vander B. Morgan will be the player he fouled, which is Donovan Thomas, I believe, number 1, and then they'll have the ball. I thought he called a double foul, but he was making the cross marks to show it was intentional. Donovan Thomas shooting the 2 free throws. First one is no good. He'll have another. 6:01 in the game. Bears 49-38, 11-point lead. He'll have one more, and then Brainerd will have the ball at side court. It's good. Thomas has 5 free throws. And going to have the ball at the baseline, actually, not on side court. They'll have it baseline left side. 10-point margin for the Bears, 49-39. Hood to inbounds. Comes in low. There's that pass. And before he can inbounds, a push on Carter Howard, I believe. He's got 3. And it'll be team foul number 6 with 6 minutes exactly in the game. They'll inbound again on the left baseline. Carter scrambles for position with Big Thomas. So Brainerd will be in the bonus from this point forward with 6 minutes to go exactly in the game. Inbounds pass, shot a little too soft and no good. And Wyckoff rips it away from the defender, and they'll bring it quickly into the front court. Reed in trouble, goes to Carter Howard in the middle. He's going to try to spin free. He'll go strong with the hoop. Spin move coming up, and it's up, and it's good for 2. Carter says, take that. 51-39.
Yeah, D got a foul.
D Reed in backcourt. He's got 3. 5:43 to go. And shooting 1 and 1 now at the line is going to be, is that 4? Let's see when he stands back up. We'll get his number.
It's Lewis, isn't it? 3, Lewis.
That's Lewis. Oh, yeah, Lewis. He's got 2 free throws. He's got 3 free throws now. And 2 3-pointers and 2 2-pointers for 4, 5, 6, 7. He's got 13. He leads Brainerd scoring. 51-40. He'll have another. 5:49 to go in the game. Next one is no good. Rebound Brainerd's Wyckoff. Wyckoff's had a good game, solid game for the Bears. Carpenter, double team in backcourt, gets into Wyckoff. Oh, they had D. Reed over there. Nobody saw him in time. Carpenter with the ball. Dribbling the right side, gets double team, goes to Wyckoff. He's going to shoot the long 3 ball, and it's no good this time. Rebound, foul, Bradley's Reed. He's got 4. And it's going to be a 1 and 1. And they know it, yeah. 51-40 with 5:24 to go. They'll go to the other end to shoot 1 and 1. It'll be Lay. No, let's see. Going to be number 12. going to be, yeah, Lay will shoot free throws. 1-1 as Ram Taylor will check in before the 1-1 attempt as D. Reed will check out. Naquan Lay, he's got 2 3-pointers so far with 5:24 in the game. Lead is 11 for the Bears. They just can't seem to shake Brainerd off. Next shot, or first shot, is no good. Rebound, Bradley Howard, and he's going to be fouled over the back by Hood. Oh, they can't go to one in the floor without calling. That's going to be his 4th. And it'll be a 2-shot situation for the Bears as Carter Howard will go to the line. Lachlan will check back in for Brainerd. 5:23 to go. In the game, shooting 2, senior Carter Howard. He has 2 field goals so far. And the first one is good. In for Brainerd will be Jaquez Lachlan and also Quintez Broadnex. Representing the Broadnex at Cleveland High School. One more shot for Carter for Crown from Dodge Chief Ram. It's good. He's a good free throw shooter. He's got 6 points. Bradley leads to 13 now, 53-40. Brainerd unable to take advantage of some Bear miscues and some fouls. Here's little Lewis. He's going to try to spin free for a shot. He does. Into the paint. Shot up. It's going to be good. He hands it off this time to Broadnex. 53-42. Carter Howard in backcourt. Comes front court now to Reed cross court to Shimbera. Coach Carpenter says play, play, play. Run the play, he's called. And out top, Carpenter with the ball. This is Trevor. Wyckoff. Spins back now to Taylor. Taylor in the left corner. Down low to Howard. He's going to go to the hoop. A layup back in, no good. Good look. He missed it. Rebound to Brainerd. Lewis all the way down into the paint. Flying through. Shot no good. Rebound Wyckoff again for the Bears. And he gets blinded. And there's Lewis. Boy, they're letting him play physical. Here is Carter. D. Reed. Little soft jumper. No good. Too hard. Rebound Brainerd on the backside. Donovan Thomas in the corner. Here's a 3 by Lay. It is good. Boy, he's a good shooter. That's his 3rd of the game. It's 53-45. Lead down to 8 for the Bears. Chambera in backcourt with Wyckoff. And nearly a steal by Lachlan. 3:53 to go in the game now. Aiden McClary going to check back in for the Bears. Carter Howard at the left side. Gives it up to Carpenter. Carpenter getting a screen from Howard. Now he fakes it, goes the other way into the lane, kicks it back out top to Shimbera. Shimbera at the key, a 2-pointer, it's good. Shimbera, nice soft touch there, and he's got 9. And time's going to be called by Brainerd. And let's see what they got. It's a full timeout. At 3:28 to go in the 4th, 55-45, and it's a full timeout for Brainerd and for Tennessee Valley Raji. Back in 60 seconds. .328 remaining, 55-45. Brainerd had called that timeout. Bears by 10. Bradley's in the double bonus if they get fouled, while Brainerd will be in a single bonus for 1 more foul, and then they'll go the double bonus on the Bears' 2nd foul of the game if they gets that far. Bears, though, with 3:28 to go, would like to get this game over and finished. We'll have an interview with all the seniors, a brief interview. We won't keep it too long here. And then Coach Carpenter, trying to get him first. Here's a drive side by Lewis. Gets denied this time, goes back out top. And here's a steal by Ram Taylor for the Bears. Ram takes return pass now from Carpenter. He's going to be double teamed, gets a long pass, going to be tipped out of bounds, but it'll stay with the Bears. Picked up his dribble on a double team there and got in trouble. Chambera talking to him. Senior to a freshman. McCleary will inbounds in backcourt to Carpenter. As we hit 3 minutes in the game, he'll skip the pass ahead to Wyckoff, who's working one-on-one. Back out to long now to Carpenter and to Taylor. Taylor and Carpenter back and forth. Carpenter, excellent ball handler, good shooter. They'll go to McCleary. McCleary to Chambera. He'll fire the 3 ball. It's no good. Rebound out long. And Ram Taylor has it to Carpenter. He's going to go up for 2. Nope. He's going to kick it out long for McCleary for 3. And it's good. Aiden McCleary.
McCleary likes the corner shot.
That's his second 3-pointer for Cleveland Utilities. And the Bears 6 and lead back to 13 with 2:20 to go. Bears have maintained a safe lead here. Not a comfortable lead, but a safe lead as Savoy Humes prepares to check back in for the Bears. Jacquees Lachlan down low, kicks it out for a long 3 by Lay. It's no good this time. Rebound by Carpenter for the Bears. He'll take it in backcourt, put it on the floor, bring it across the timeline. He'll go all the way through, and Wyckoff not expecting that, but he gets it up and in. Wyckoff lost a handle on it for a moment, turned around, picked it up, and the Bear lead is 15. They're the largest of the game at 60-45. Getting Savoy and Carter Howard in there for the Bears. And we got a foul called on the Bears. Number 15, Carpenter. Let's see, that's his first. To the line shooting for the Panthers. Number 4, Jacquees Lachlan. Carter Howard, Savoy Humes in for the Bears. Also in for Brainerd, number 30, Jarius Baylor. 1:43 to go in the game. Bears by 15, so I think we got this one in the tank. In the win column. Bears come in at 15-10. Brainerd 9-9. And the first shot is good. Lachlan will have one more. It's his first free throw. He's got 5 points. 60-46. One more shot. Second one is also good. 60-47. Bradley in backcourt. They break the press easily. 3-on-2 as McCleary breaks into front court, and he'll throw it away right in the hands of Lewis. He's quick as a hiccup. Pull up jump for Lewis. Shot no good. Rebound to Brainerd. That's Lewis gets his own rebound. Here comes a 3. It is way short. Rebound Brandon McCleary. Didn't see Wyckoff time. Had him on the run up. Chambera in backcourt goes to McCleary. Clock at 1:18 to go. McCleary gets triple teamed, and down low is Carter Howard. He's going to go up for 2, and he's going to miss it one more time. He gets his own rebound and has it tipped away out of bounds to the Bears. With 1:06 in the game, right here by our broadcast position, they'll inbounds McCleary to do the trick for the Bears. He'll bring it in to Chambera in backcourt. Clock's at 1 minute to go in this basketball game. And here's going to be a foul on Lachlan, who went for the quick steal, didn't get it. That's his 4th foul. And it'll be a 2 shots coming up for Chambera as Donovan Thomas prepares to check back in for Brainerd. We're at 59.8. Chambera at the line tonight he's not been there tonight, has he? Let's see. This one's good. And Thomas checks in. Chambera makes the first, 61-47, 14-point lead. One more shot. He's heading to Bryan College. And this one is also good. Soft touch, got him the roll there. 62-47, lead at 15. Matching the longest lead of the night for the Bears. And Brainerd's Lewis, boy, he's going to fire a downtown 3. This one is no good. Rebound to Brainerd. Down low, no good, but Wyckoff will draw the foul, I believe. Yep, 22, Wyckoff gets the foul. His second, team 10th. So everybody's in the double bonus now. At the line again, we number 20, Quintus Broadnax. As we train check back in, it's going to be Jarius Baylor. Brad's going to clear the bench. swap out 5 for 5, and here they all 5 come in. As the seniors will all leave the floor, the 5 seniors leaving the floor for the last regular season home game here at Bradley Central. By the way, the JV freshmen, not the JV, but the freshman boys won their first game in the freshman tournament in Red Bank. They had another game coming up at 3 o'clock, so that's probably finished by now. You probably won't know any scores or anything, but they're having a good year. Free throw attempt is no good. He should have had one more. That's a 2-shot foul, wasn't it? Oh, he brought him back to the second shot. Brainerd again going to shoot 2 because there's a foul on the Bears. This time number 00, D. Reed, and he has just fouled out. D. Reed will check out. And then for the Bears will be Alex Walker for the first time in the game today. Young sophomore, good-looking prospect for the Bears. Also the quarterback, and apparently. And in for Brainerd now will be a couple more players. Number 40, Justin Lewis. Number 14, Trey Shaw. And number 34, Amari Brown. So I believe they've cleared their bench as well. Maybe except for one player, number 10, Anthony Burden. I don't think he's been in the game tonight. Yep, I see him. Nope, he's not in there either. That's 20. So the first free throw is good by Lockley. He'll have one more. 62-49, the Bears by 13 with 41.4 seconds in the game. $62 to 50 as the second one is also good. Brainerd in the final few seconds as Brainerd's going to let them, not going to really challenge it right now. Here's Ram Taylor for a three-pointer. It's no good. Rebound by Airy. Goes back out top to Alex White. Let's see Alex fire one. Daniel fire one. It's good. CC. He'll get his a three-pointer in the game with 19 seconds to go. 65-50 our score. Brainerd in the final 10 seconds. The ball has lost. Grabbed by Carpenter. Here's Ram Taylor. They say, take it out and don't even shoot another game attempt. So here's the buzzer, and there's your final. The Bears win it. 65 to 50, the final. Bears win it 65 to 50 by 15 points. They'll go to 16 and 10 on the year. The Brainerd boys will drop to 9 and 10. And we'll take a break here as we get ready for our Crawford's Pharmacy post-game show here on the Buzz 101.3. And we'll have some senior players out here. All the seniors will be here to join us when we return back in 2 minutes on the Buzz 101.3. Back here at Bradley Central on our post-game show brought to you by Crawford's Pharmacy, where they're being joined now by victorious coach Zach Carpenter. Zach, 65 to 50 win, similar to what it was down there, but a tough battle. You never could really pull away, and when you did, they sort of fight back. It was a scrappy team, good shooters.
They were, they got us in some tough spots on the floor without the dribble trapping us, and we weren't doing what we work on at practice. At times. We're allowing them, we're catching it in the spots we don't want to be in. But, the guys fought hard. That was in the first half, especially. We turned the ball over too much. We had 10 turnovers at halftime, and we had 7 in the second half. So, it's way too many for my liking, but we'll take it.
But it's a good opponent this time of year, kind of team you want to play, and you got another tough one come Monday down at Macaulay, one of the best teams in the private school area, or in the whole state of Tennessee, actually.
We do. They have a very nice team, and tomorrow will be a light day for us, but it'll be a lot of film and just going over scouting report things that we're going to do on Monday.
Then you'll be through with the regular season, and you'll be ready for next Friday night, 7:30 at McMinn County.
Yes, sir.
Well, congratulations on your win. I know you had a preparation for this, and it's good to get that win, close out the regular season home, and we'll see you next Friday night.
Thank you. Talk to these seniors. Today's about them.
We're going to talk. I know. I hear you there. We're going to talk to all of them right now. That's Coach Zach Carpenter for the Bears, and we'll use the hand mic for these guys. Come around this way, guys. TV's up here. You're all on camera over here, so come right over here. Talk to me. And we'll start like I did with the girls. We'll just go down the line here and let you guys, I know who you are. I see ugly faces too many times. But let's let you introduce yourself right here on the mic first.
I'm Carter Howard.
Let me turn this mic up a little.
Just say my name.
Go ahead.
Carter Howard.
All right, Carter.
Josh Wyckoff.
Aiden McClary.
Brandon Schambera.
Savoy Humes.
All right, we're going to start back with you, Savoy.
All
You're
right.
a senior. What are your plans going to be a year from now? Where are we going to be? If we come look for you, where are we going to find you? In college somewhere or what?
Yes, sir. Probably in college at Cleveland State right now for the moment. I'm going to stay home for at least the first 2 years.
What are you going to study besides girls?
Business. Business. I'm going to school to get my business degree.
Oh, well, good. That's
Yes, sir.
great.
Yes, sir.
We wish you success there. Brandon, you're going to go to Bryan College, play a little round ball over there?
Yes, sir, I am.
Well, you're carrying a 4.0 GPA. Man,
Yes,
that's
sir.
a good start. Well, you know what you want to study in college, though?
Yes, sir, I'll probably be a chemistry major.
Chemistry.
Yes, sir.
Golly, mom, you got to be smart to be that.
Yes, sir.
You want to be work in a lab later on? Or?
Well, I just want to be a radiologist, someone who studies on X-rays, MRIs, things along those lines. So.
Okay. Well, very interesting. Aiden McCleary,
Yes, sir.
you play football, basketball, and baseball here at Bradley. What's your future hope for you in college?
I'm really not too sure. I plan to go to a 4-year college, get a degree.
Would you like to play sports in college?
Yes, sir.
What sport would you prefer to play?
I don't know. Probably football.
Football.
Yeah.
All right. Well, okay. Josh,
I plan to go to college at Cleveland State for 2 years and then go to another college for 2 years. Not sure where, though.
do you know what you'd like to be doing down the road?
I want to go for business as well.
Business.
Yeah.
And Carter,
I
you
plan on
design football. Where are you going to play football at?
Austin Peay State University.
The
Clarksville.
Governors.
Yes, sir.
Do you know what position they'd like to have you playing up there?
Tight end.
Tight end like you played
Yeah.
here at Bradley?
Yes, sir.
Well, you got the size and bulk to do that. Who's your coach there, the head coach right now?
Scotty Walden.
Scotty Walter. Well, I'm sure they were already working with you or telling you what they'd like for you to do or work on
Yes, sir.
prior to the season. Will you go there for the summer, or you be waiting for the fall, or what are you planning?
I'll be there in the summer, probably late June, early July. So.
Well, let me ask you about the game today. Big win, 65-50. Is that the final? They've taken it off already.
Yes, sir.
Over Brainerd, second time you beat them this year, and they're not an easy team to play, but it gets you ready now. You got to go to McCallie Monday. They got a 7'1" guy. Who's gonna guard the 7-footer Monday?
That's probably going to be me or Jackson or Savoy. It's not going to be easy, but we're up for the task.
It may be a team, 2 or 3 guys, on him, I guess.
Yeah, probably.
Because they're pretty good. This team tonight's pretty good. We never could really pull away from them, and get a big lead and put them to bed, so to speak. But they fought back. They had some speed, quickness, and they had some good shooters. And, we handled them, though. I haven't even seen the final stats. I don't know who our league score was or anything like that. But, guys, as a radio announcer and a big fan of Bradley, I've enjoyed watching all 5 of you guys, all your years here at Bradley. Season ain't over by any stretch of imagination. We got a big game next Friday night, the biggest game of the year.
Yes, sir.
Whoever's going to be, Cleveland or Walker Valley, and there'll be an elimination game for one of those 2 teams. So we wish you the best of luck.
Yes, sir.
So get you a win tomorrow or Monday and next Friday in the tournament. We'll let you guys go, and Coach needs to talk to you, I'm sure, too. We'll take a 2-minute timeout now and be back and wrap things up. Wait a minute. Coach wants them over here. We'll see you in 2 minutes here on Mix, and we'll wrap things up on Buzz. here at Brandon Central on the Buzz 101.3. So begin to wrap things up on our Crawford Pharmacy postgame show. The Bears win at 65-50 to improve to 16-10 on the season. Brainerd will drop to 9-10. Here's the scoring for both teams. First for Brainerd, we had Donovan Thomas with 7, Dennis Lewis with 13, Jacques Lachlan with 8, Quintos Broadnex with 5, Joshua Hood with 5, Naquan Lay with 9, Jeremy Baylor with 3, and that's the scoring for the 50 points for Brainerd. For the Bears on senior night, Brandon Schimber with 11, Aiden McClare 17, Josh Wyckoff with 10, Carter Howard with 6, D. Reed with 2, Trevor Carpenter with 5, Jackson Airy with 9, Messias Daniel with 3, or Marion Taylor with 2. Also playing but not scoring tonight were, let's see, Alex Walker and Savoy Humes for the Bears for a total of 65 points. So there's your final. The Bear JV girls won 66-36. The Bradley girls won 50-38 to improve to 24-3 on the season. And the Bears now 16-10 with a win here in the boys game. Our next broadcast here on Mix or the Buzz, we're on the Buzz tonight, but on Mix will be next Thursday. As Walker Valley girls will play in a game, a first round game for them in district tournament at McMinn County. We don't know who their opponent will be yet. Yeah, we do. They're number 3. They'll take on the winner of the 6 and 7 game on Thursday. They must win to advance, and if they win, they'll play Bradley, who will play at 2 o'clock next Saturday in the girls' game in the semifinals. The Bradley boys play Friday night at 7:30 against the winner to be determined. For Steve Wills and for Ryan Lovelace back in the studio, this is Gary Omi saying so long for now. God bless and go Bears.